I've been waiting for this chance.
Now that I'm approaching 40, it's likely that I'm not going to be able to coast on my much lauded agility much longer. It's likely I'm going to have to think about other ways for you, my loyal audience, to adore me. And what better way is there than showing just how smart I am? Now, that's difficult because I'm daft as an old radiator, but there are ways I can trick my audience, that's you, into thinking I'm clever. Now, first up would be to tweet references to any of the following. I could do Pagliacci the Clown, Rene Magritte's Treachery of Images, or Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. Any references to those are enough to make the casual onlooker, again, that's you, think, well, he seems pretty well cultured, must be a clever fella. But all those references pale in comparison to simply tweeting these 6 words. I've been getting into chess recently. Folks will be like, oh, chess? The clever person's game, a game of strategy, cunning and guile. A game that I am absolutely terrible at because, as I say, I'm as thick as slurry, but maybe I can change all that. What if I learned chess? It's so boring though, how am I expected to stay interested in this nonsense? If only there was some kind of... Aha! I've got my Transformers chess set from back in, 2007? But it's all movie designs and blah 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 blah, what am I gonna do? Look, I know this is a really laboured setup for what is clearly in the thumbnail, but just bear with me, okay? If you watch TF Nation's Big Broadcast of 2021, or you stay up to date with Transformers news from Bolt Matrix or another channel, Eaglemoss has kickstarted a Kickstarter for their own Transformers chess set, and they were kind enough to send me an early peek at their interpretation of one Optimus Prime. And I should say, no cash, changed hands here, it's a straight up evaluation of what I think about this piece. Now when I first opened the box, I was genuinely confused. I didn't order any Optimus Prime statues recently, and honestly it took me a good minute or two taking it out of the box, and I went, this is the chess piece from Eaglemoss. No, surely they're not that big. That's wild. That's interesting. I mean, looking at their promo shots, it's going to be a big set, and I do love those Autobot and Decepticon base side pieces. It's a bit weird that Optimus is the king. I don't know much about chess, but surely the queen is the top dog, you know? Looking at the piece itself, very well realised, very weighty too. Maybe not enough to smash through the window of a passing bus, but maybe enough to make a good dent in a big wheel of cheese. Take a look at those chunky thighs on the big man. Wowee, you could cuddle those for days. I was worried about the gun being quite brittle and easily broken, but it's made of a kind of pliable plastic from the feel of it, so that's good. And the base has this resin-like feel, and again it's weighty enough. Definitely has a premium feel to it. It's a really good sculpt for Optimus Prime. Even if chess isn't your thing, it might be enough to just have this as your avatar for Optimus Prime in your home. Maybe then you could get rid of some of the Optimus dollies you have in the loft. So yeah, I'm keen to see what the other pieces are. There's 32 distinct individual pieces, so a lot of characters to pull from. I hope against hope for a Repugnus, but there's probably more chance of Hasbro Pulse UK sending out stock before every other retailer.